Well, you're not ashamed of your heritage, are you, Mr. Garner?
Why don't you come with me? You just had to do it, didn't you, Jim?
I'm doing what I feel I have to do.
Moral decay, drugs, alcohol, these tragedies stem from our children growing up without faith in God or themselves.
So what's your solution? Make it mandatory that the students believe in your God with your steps to heaven.
If that's what it takes, somebody has got to try to save these kids, make things right for them. I think I can.
Jim, you are a gifted teacher. Teach.
I'll tell you what, Miss Wallace. If you would like to debate in an open forum on the scientific merits of both creationism and evolution, I'd welcome it.
Anytime.
That is not the issue here, Jim, and you know it. It's against the law to teach religion in a public school. If you insist on teaching creationism, I will have no choice but to remove you from your teaching post.
There's a PTA meeting tonight in the gym. I can guarantee you that won't be their attitude.
If I return you to your classroom, are you going to teach evolution?
I can only teach what I can believe.
Then you're suspended, Jim.
Well, we'll see who has his job in the end, Jack.
You yanked Mr. Crawford out of class today. I want to know why the best teacher in this damned school got pulled out of his class and fired.
For illegally teaching the Bible to children who don't want to learn it.
Calm down. Yes, Mr. Crawford was removed from his class today, but he wasn't fired. He's been temporarily suspended, pending a hearing with the Board of Education.
How come it took 3 months to fix the heater, but you got a new shipment of science books in 3 days?
So now I have to have evolution shoved down my son's throat.
Evolutionary theory can coexist with God. I don't understand why you're afraid of accepting.
Accept nothing. I do not want my children thinking they are apes.
Anybody who says God didn't create heaven and earth is crazy.
Why don't you keep heaven and leave earth for the rest of us?
Biological origins play a very small part in the science curriculum. Frankly, I prefer the creation of Genesis, so I teach it to my children at home.
Mr. Garner, would you mind if I spoke a few words?
Okay, Jim, but please keep it peaceful. For those of you who don't know him, this is Mr. James Crawford.
How are you this evening?
Why don't you stick to teaching science?
I plan to, but I also have no intentions of teaching your children atheism.
Mr. Crawford, we've discussed this already.
I know we did, Mr. Garner, but I think even you would have to admit that God's will holds the right of way over school policy.
Illegal, Mr. Crawford. You're breaking the law.
Well, we're just going to have to change the law. And with God's help, we will bring the Almighty back into the classroom.
Not on my taxes.
The children must be served. I think it's only fitting that we quiet our angry voices and let the wisdom of the child speak.
Yeah, let him speak.
I'd like to ask my son, Cameron, to stand up and speak his mind.
Hallelujah.
I had another life before God took me away. Now that I'm back from the dead, I'm different. I'm not like the other kids in school, so I don't think I should speak for them. But I have a new friend, someone who just moved here, and I know the Lord wants to hear from him. Tom Hallstrom? Tom?
Hi, I'm new here. Today's my first day in Mr. Crawford's class. He's a good teacher. I like what he had to say. I ain't never seen no miracle before. But you got one in this town. And I say if God's given us a message, we better hear it.
I didn't come here to listen to Brother Hallstrom testify. know who burned the new science textbooks.
I did. No, I did. No, I did.
I did.
I did.
I did. I did.
I was there too.
So was I.
It was me.
Oh, I was there. I did it. I did it.
I did.
I was a part of it.
I did.
I was there. We burned
Good morning. I'm sorry I'm late. I had some, Where's everyone today?
There's some notes on your desk there.
Josh, take your seat.
I just came to give you this.
So you're all being kept out of class by your parents?
It's just until the next chapter.
Great. So this is how you're being taught to resolve conflicts. You just ignore it. You ignore it and pray to God that it goes away. Josh, you're excused. Okay. Let's get into exactly how accurate ancient fossil records are.
Protesting biology class too?
Well, my dad is. Okay, me and my friend Shannon thought maybe you and your friend Tom might want to come over to my house tonight. And we could study the Bible together.
You really want to do that?
Sure. I want you to teach me tonight.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll find Tom and see if he can go.
It'll be great.
So how come you don't have a note?
Hey, I'm just here to learn. Nobody says I gotta believe it, right?
Thank you.
Do you believe in God?
Tom, scientists can believe in God every bit as passionately as you or Mr. Crawford or the Pope. The two are not mutually exclusive.
So why don't you tell people that?
Because I shouldn't have to state my religious beliefs in order to keep a monkey out of my house.
You got a point.
Hallelujah, brothers and sisters. What if I could prove it to you that beyond a shadow of a doubt that God really existed?
How are you gonna prove it?
I can prove it.
You gonna come by my house, give me a call, what?
I can prove it.
Prove it.
Okay. When I was a little kid, I was all alone in the bathroom.
Oh, I don't want to hear this.
No,
Just listen.
Okay, got the mirror in front of me, and the mirror behind me on the door, and I'm looking at the reflection of the reflection of the reflection, you know, and I'm counting. See how many there are. Well, I get to, like, the 33rd reflection, way in the back, and there's this little guy, and he's waving.